We want to turn now to the national security and the war on terror. Joining us for some analysis are former Obama National Security Advisor Tom Donilon and the former chairman of the House Intelligence Committee, Mike Rogers, now the host of Something to Think About on Westwood One Radio. Tom, I want to start with you. This week in Turkey, Turkey actively joined the fight against ISIS, which with airstrikes, but more importantly, they're also allowing the U.S. access to Incirlik. Why? How important is that?
I think it's very important. You know, we've had a very difficult time with Turkey, frankly, in the efforts against ISIS. They've been very reluctant to get involved. They haven't allowed us to use the facilities inside Turkey, which are much closer to the fight in Syria. So it's significant, and it arises out of their recognition, I think, in Turkey, that they now face a threat from ISIS. They had a terrible bombing across the border where 30-something people were killed. And as a result, they've done a number of things. They have indicated that they are going to take direct action against ISIS inside Syria. They've indicated, at least in principle, that they would allow U.S. forces to operate out of Incirlik and other air bases in Turkey, which are much closer to Syria, and they've undertaken a sweep through Turkey against ISIS and other terrorist organizations. But implementing this is really important because we've had a difficult time here, and they've agreed in principle, but we haven't laid down the particulars yet. But it brings us much closer. Incirlik Air Force Base, only 60 miles from Syria, would make us a lot more effective.